All right. Welcome to another Woods Report. So we're still on the old computer. We're not on Streamlab yet, y'all. So you just see us. You won't be seeing no background stories or nothing. Just this the old way we used to do it. So we're just going back to the old
You would
school.
show your phone sometimes.
Oh yeah, I might have to show my phone, like old school, if I have to. All right, so the big story is
Another update.
Carlee Russell.
Mm-hmm. Her name's becoming known now.
I know.
She's another.
She got what she wanted.
1 2 minute, 3 minute fame.
She like the runaway bride, the white lady. They arrested her, and she needs to get arrested too.
Wow.
But of course, all these bleeding hearts. I'm thinking in my mind, how long are we gonna have all these bleeding heart people on social media that feel sorry for Carlee?
You're gonna always have people feel sorry for them. The crazy thing
is people that feel sorry for the devil. Mm-hmm. Leave him alone. He was in heaven, and
he was God's most beautiful
angel. And it was a lot of pressure on him. Mm-hmm. And wasn't he a musician?
It was pressure to be the actual leader of praise.
And he was beautiful.
So leading all those angels in heaven, that's stress.
That was stress. Yeah. And then when God kicked him out, he was by himself. Mm-hmm. He didn't have anybody to go to. So of course he's gonna try to destroy man.
Because he's hurt. He's hurting. He hurt people, hurt others.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I guess you have to have them. Because you have to have, it's the yin and the yang in the world. You have to have the opposite, because if not, everybody would kind of be flowing the same way.
If they go that much though, even when they defend the devil.
But you gotta have them. It's like you got to have morons. You have to have it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so as we all know, the update, Carlee Russell's attorney speaks out on her behalf. Mm-hmm. Did you watch it? Mm-mm. And they have a press conference, the police department. And Carlee speaks out through her attorney and tells everybody, guess what, everybody? There's no such thing as a Tom Brady baby that knows how to walk 6 football fields down the field.
6 football fields.
With a diaper.
And we all know that that's not possible with a baby and little legs.
So guess what, everybody? It's a hoax. I know some of y'all believed in me. But for those of you that still hung on for hope,
she's come forward.
Well, she didn't. She went through her attorney.
Oh, that's right. You said
yeah. Allegedly, she was in Atlanta celebrating her birthday.
Oh well, allegedly.
So she didn't have time to come forward.
Her
lawyer came forward on her behalf. Okay. And
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, she's sorry. She wants everybody to forgive her.
She didn't think it was gonna blow up that big. Did she think because
here's the thing,
the story of Black women are not really
at first? Remember, I said that, but I don't believe that. Guess why? Somebody had broke it down and said she knew it was going to blow up to be big. And let me tell you why. The way she planned it, and when she looked for the Amber Alert and all of that, that's why she incorporated the baby, the white baby, because she knew that would be an Amber Alert. You know that's Alabama. They're going to be looking for that white baby. Mm-hmm. So she knew by incorporating the baby in the story, it'd get really big and huge. So she knew.
So so now we're going back to her lawyers are apologizing for her on behalf of her.
Yeah.
why would she be apologizing if that was the plan to always be, for that story to be big?
That's true. What do you apologize?
Now we're starting to question her mental stability there. I mean, what's going on?
And by all means you can. And that's what the bleeding hearts are saying. That she doesn't belong in prison because she has a mental condition. So
she needs to counseling.
As if all prisoners don't have a mental condition. In order for you to do things to people, you got to have some mental condition.
Well, remember,
you're not normal.
A lot of times when they would have the court cases, And it was always an easy out to plead insanity.
Exactly.
And a lot of the prosecutors would get mad. What, you just gonna plead insanity?
Exactly.
You knew what you were doing.
Or even if you are mentally ill, you can still go to prison.
You don't go as long. You get mental. I think, remember One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Mm-hmm.
That movie?
Mm-hmm.
I think people think that they go to a place like that versus a prison, where they are with common criminals and evil, mean
in
people.
order for you to be a criminal and do some of the things that some of these criminals do, you have to have a mental condition. In other words, why did Dahmer go to prison? If that's the thing,
he was insane.
Yeah, if that's your out, then why did he go to prison then? You think that's not mental to eat people?
Because he couldn't plead insanity.
That's what I'm saying.
He planned it, he plotted it. Whereas somebody that
has a mental breakdown,
all of a sudden they just go cuckoo,
and you start eating somebody's arm.
Right.
That's not the same.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So to say she's mental, it's not. She's not mentally ill. She may have some mental issues, like everybody else in prison does. Mm-hmm. Go to prison.
Yeah. So I don't know.
And then for those people who are like, why y'all so hard on her and you're not hard on the Karens? I'm hard on Karens too.
Why would they think that we would not be hard on Karens when you've come across
we hard on
Karen stories and you dog them out even more so?
We hard on Karens. We hard on anybody. Hell. If anybody almost causes the death of somebody because you want to scream, just like the lady who shot through the door. Why is that old bag still out? She needs to be put behind the bars.
Karen behaviors can cause death.
Yeah,
that's even a crazy move as well. So why wouldn't we not, talk about that too?
Yeah, Karen's
just as concerned.
Wow. Well, anyway, if they don't put her in prison, which they should, I didn't say she should go forever. Let her go for
jail time, right?
Let her do a month or a year. Maybe let her do a year.
Maybe they don't think she should do jail time. They think she should do community service.
No, she needs to do a year, and I think she still should do community service.
Think about this: community service, but the civil cases that's coming against her is going to hurt her pocketbook.
Well, take her nice little red Mercedes
that was running supposedly when she got abducted.
Take that from
We're gonna take that car that you supposedly
and community service. You can pick up on that highway that you pulled up and you saw the baby
every day, and then you got to work in a daycare. Pick up a lot of babies
with dirty diapers and white t-shirts on.
There we go. We got her punishment for you.
Definitely pick up trash.
Bleeding hearts people should not say nothing about that.
They only say stuff until something happens to their family. I said that to somebody on Facebook who was a bleeding heart. I said, yeah, until somebody does something to your stupid family. Then all of a sudden open up the jail and throw them underneath it.
Now you want to do.
Or they do something to you, clunk you over your big dumb head while you get in your car. Leave him alone. He has mental issues. That guy who clunked you over your head while you were getting your gas,
get him.
He has mental issues.
No, you get him. He hurt me. Get him.
Thank you. Or the guy who don't clunk you over your head, he takes your car. He didn't hurt you.
He just took your car.
He just took your car.
Your property. Oh. You should clean up on the side of the highway too. No, he took my car. He deserves to die.
He has mental issues. Leave him alone.
I think we're all hypocrites.
He's black. You don't say anything about all the white guys that take cars, do you?
Why are we hypocritical?
You don't care what color he is. He took my car, and I want him under the jail.
We are okay. You very rarely, and I do admit, very rarely you may see a mother or a parent who has shown that they've forgiven that person for taking their child's life.
Yes.
Because they're right in front of you saying, you know what?
But that's up to them.
Yes.
Because that's something that's between them and God. Yeah. The Holy Spirit probably dealt with them and made them put forgiveness. That's the other thing. Quit trying to put what God told you on everybody else. God told you to forgive them, didn't he? He said you work that out. He told you don't come to them and forgive them. But the rest of us don't have to forget that person.
Well, They gonna tell you though.
And he didn't tell us.
He said me and my family.
No.
Okay.
Well, anyway, Carlee Russell's ex-boyfriend speaks out again.
So they are ex, not together.
No. The first time he spoke, I remember, leave Carlee alone. Stop bullying Carlee when he thought she was still telling the truth.
Right.
She's been through so much. She had to fight her way back. Well, once the hoax came out and she said
So
it was
all that time he was running his mouth, he didn't even know.
He was believing in her. He was believing in her.
Why is
and then
ex?
this dude is now the sexy man online now.
Yeah, he's not bad looking.
Now every woman is in his DM.
Carlee didn't open the doors for the
all women. The girl, his sister said all girls all day are in his DM. They want him.
But he's an ex for a reason, though.
Yeah, I told you another girl came out and said that she was with him, and that's probably why Carlee did all of this. Because remember, people kept saying, "What's the motive?
Yeah,
what's the motive?" To get his attention.
Wow.
That's why she called his sister and said that.
I'm assuming he broke up with her then.
Yes, short with her and her red Mercedes.
But then again, we all are looking at her behavior these last how many weeks, months?
Mm-hmm.
I would break up with her too.
Shortly, and she got fired. That's the update too.
Ooh.
Well, why would she not get fired? Why is that such a news thing?
I think we should keep her on as one of our key employees.
And then and her coworkers are upset. These people was doing round the clock, bringing food over to the family, and they probably, you know how it's always somebody at the job who takes these things, and it was probably one lady who said, "Guys, we gotta get on schedule. You guys comb this part at this time. You guys are gonna go
look for her.
We gotta look for her. We gotta bring our coworker back home."
That's right.
All the while she's sitting somewhere
for her. We care for her.
She's sitting somewhere eating Cheez-Its, laughing at everybody, watching the news. Then she realized, oh, okay, well, maybe I should come back. Ooh. And then she said she acted alone. That's what her lawyer said. That's a lie. Somebody knew she was gone. That's a lie. And if they don't think the police don't know, you guys are morons.
We'll see how much she talks and how much they find out.
They got so many door ringers and everywhere around neighborhoods. If they see one car anywhere picking up that dumb girl, you're in on it too.
Yeah.
Well, it says shortly after Carlee Russell admitted through her attorney that she lied about being kidnapped in Alabama earlier this month, her now ex-boyfriend says he's disgusted about the situation. So no more leave Carlee alone.
Well, he's an ex. He better not be happy about it.
Russell, a 25-year-old student, admitted in a statement from her attorney there was no kidnapping on July 13th. The admission ended more than 1 week of speculation after Russell mysteriously vanished for 49 hours, only to appear at her parents' house on foot. The Hoover Police Department said Monday during a press conference that it's mulling over whether to file charges against Russell. Again, telling the local community not to worry about a kidnapper. Let me tell you, the only reason if they don't file charges against her is because she's Black. I'm playing the Black card. How about that?
They don't want to cause a disturbance.
They don't want y'all Black people causing a ruckus up in Birmingham and Hoover.
It almost reminds me of the situation with the mom and the son who saw the mom being violated. Mm-hmm. They didn't press charges with her either.
No,
because she was going to sue the cops.
Now the Black card working for you, ain't it? Because now they don't want you tearing up the city of Hoover.
Mm-hmm. Let's just give them what they want. That's not bother.
They treat you like you're a savage. Mm-hmm. Let's just toss some bananas at them and hope they run away. Hope they get off the island. That's what they're thinking. The natives.
A few watermelon.
These savages is coming across the river. Let's throw some watermelon and banana slices and something at these people.
If they did that, that'd be
hopefully they'll come on the beach, grab all the fruit, get back on the boat, and get out of here. That's what those white people think.
They won't burn nothing down.
They won't burn Harvard's 50-year-old barbershop down in downtown Hoover. Get these thugs, get them out of here. Yeah. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah. And keep always forgetting what happened on January 6th.
And Black people don't care. That
behavior on January 6th shows that any color person can be crazy and kick windows down and beat you in the head.
And that's the same way they feel about the Trumpsters.
Yeah.
Just give them, turn over and give them what they want.
Starting anything else anymore.
Black people, Trumpsters, LGBTQ. We don't want that rainbow flag coming down the streets. Give them what they want, for God's sake.
Yes,
so they leave us alone.
Yeah.
Don't say anything about transgenders, or you'll be transphobic.
You know what? It's so funny because a lot of times we would think
that's the world we live in right now.
The white people always say, "Don't bring attention to yourself." And even the grandmothers would pinch the little son's son.
It's not even white people.
It's
black people.
Don't bring attention.
Regular, normal black people.
Be quiet.
Are saying the same thing. Toss some bananas and slices at these Negroes so that they don't come over here protesting.
I wonder,
normal black people.
When we were talking about that, though, not to change the subject, but it's still on the same subject. Do you think that that's what the blacks that were on that committee for the Florida thing was thinking? When they was going with the whole race thing and how they're going to be changing how they're teaching slavery.
Oh yeah,
you know, they got the few black. Let's put a few blacks on the committee.
Yeah,
you know, so they can see that we have been trying to appease the black folks.
We just don't want none of this craziness going on.
Yeah.
We've come to a society like that where the normal people, we're at this point, we waving the white flag.
Yeah,
we just, what do you want?
We're tired.
What do y'all want? No. Who's yelling now? Give them what they want so they can shut up and get out of here so we can all go on with our lives. That's where we've come to now as a society.
It's kind of sad, though, because you're thinking of if you're fighting for the cause, now you're receiving what you are been fighting for. Is it really worth it because of the reasons why they're giving it to you? Just to shut you up.
Because you're a crying baby.
Because civil rights was a big fight.
Exactly.
And it was worth it because laws would change, people's lives were changed. But now we're like the boy that cried.
It don't matter. Yeah, they just want you to shut up and get out of here.
You're burning down your cities or anybody else's.
It doesn't even matter whether people believe in what you're saying anymore. Yeah. They just want to get rid of you. They just want to shut you up and get you out of here. I don't believe in what anything you're saying. Just leave me alone and my family so I can go to work and leave us alone. That's where it's coming to now. Where people don't even care whether they believe you or not, or it doesn't matter. Important. How do I get rid of this? How do we move on?
Well, it was partly when I was saying that would be one of the topics that we didn't choose for a topic today, but the View talked about the movie The Barbie, because we were going into acting and all of the SAG and all the SAG awards and all the people that are on strike. But every time there's things that's out there, people like to politicize it.
Everything.
So it's almost like you try to find whatever, just a normal movie or a TV show or a song.
Even the stuff I'll post a meme on there. What's your favorite childhood memory?
Yeah.
Oh, some people, skating, red light, green light, normal people.
Yeah.
Then you have the ones, my favorite childhood memory is not having Joe Biden as president. My favorite childhood memory is not Trump wasn't around. What does that have to do with your favorite childhood memory?
You're not playing the game right. You don't even want people in if they're not going to play the game.
They make everything. That's what I'm saying. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, this guy, about a week ago, Simmons celebrated Russell's return in social media post after a 2-day statewide search that involved everybody, as well as the search parties that led by family and friends. I was straight tunnel vision, even when I would get in social media on my downtime and see some of the false allegations, he said, and assumptions about me having something to do with it. He said he would just ignore it. And then he said, but I didn't give up. I kept faith. And I wrote a now deleted post. That's the one when he wrote the post about leave her alone, don't bully her anymore. Identifying himself as Russell's boyfriend, Simmons said in his now deleted post, she was literally fighting for her life for 48 hours, echoing what Russell had told police during a brief interview. So he told the police that. Other family members, included Russell's mom, have deleted their social media post about the case. So his mom probably getting hit with a whole bunch of stuff too. Before being taken to the hospital, Hoover Police Chief Nick Dervis said Russell told detectives that she was kidnapped. And remember, they never was able to talk to her again. She wouldn't talk. Remember the family, don't leave us alone. Let us have our own time.
Then it was a hoax.
You didn't have your own time when you asked everybody to look for your daughter, and you don't have it now.
They probably realized it wasn't real.
And I don't like her parents either. I don't care what anybody says. People say, I don't think they know. I don't care. I think that you knew. I think you knew after when she came back. I don't think you knew when she was gone.
Right.
That part I believe.
I think they believe she was really gone.
But I really do believe when she came back, at least you felt something. She didn't seem
ruffled up.
And you at least, I think you felt something when you went on that interview. Because you saw the father. He was like,
babe, you okay?
The father didn't say nothing on the interview. He was like,
because the mom was thinking, babe, hon, and then she red flag. Babe, what happened? What did you do? What did you not do?
I asked, y'all saw me ask my mother on live. I said, Mom, what would you do? She said she wouldn't say nothing on television. Most parents wouldn't. You would protect your kid.
Some parents, Sonny even said it. If my son committed a murder, I'd still try to cover it up.
I wouldn't. No,
and the people at the table,
she's an idiot.
No, the people at the table was like, "You're a lawyer."
Yeah, she's an idiot.
But that's my son.
No, I don't care if that's your son.
I don't want. I'll figure it out later, but I'll protect him.
No, she's right. In that part, I need to find out what happened.
Yeah,
but if he's
just gonna be quick to believe him and try to cover him until
if he
all
climbs
the truth
into somebody's window, some stranger. And does that, I'm not protecting him.
You want to believe the best for your kid, though. Yeah. You really do.
My protection for him would be taking him to the police department so they don't come to the house and slaughter him.
With you too.
I'll go with you and I'll help you turn yourself in. But I'm not gonna hide that. And now if it's something where maybe it was a criminal or a gangbanger or something and they was trying to hurt him and he was protecting himself, then she's right. I'm not saying nothing. You're right. I'm not saying nothing. Wow. That's going to incriminate him? Yeah. No, I wouldn't say. This guy said, I watched on YouTube in Michigan, his friend went to prison. Somebody was climbing in the window.
What do you mean?
Somebody was climbing in the window and he shot him. And he had to go to prison. Remember, you said in some states they got to be all the way in.
They have to be in your house. Yeah. Because some people would drag him in the house.
That's what I'm saying. That's where I would help my son. If somebody was coming into the house and my son shot him coming in, I'll put him in the house.
He's in all the way.
And then the police will come and say, ma'am, your son said he was all the way in the house. Is that true?
Yeah. He was in his house.
You're not taking my son to prison for that stupid rule.
So that man went to prison.
I know. It's a guy climbing through our window and you held the gun and said, get out of here.
He looked up and saw me with the gun.
Now, if you would have shot him and he was leaning in our window, I would have came home and pulled him right in the house.
You would have been in the back pushing him up. Kim, I'll grab him. Come on, push him up.
Ma'am, the police, ma'am, you expect us to believe after you shot that man in the head that he still climbed in the window? Sir, you can cut a head off a chicken and it can still move.
Thank you. I would say he was standing in my kitchen when
Officer,
I'm dead.
Officer, have you ever lived on a farm? Have you ever chopped the head off a chicken and it still ran around the yard? Okay, you can shoot his head off and he can still be climbing through the window. He was in the motion.
No, I was saying he was standing in my kitchen when I came.
No, we got to get our story together. I can't say he kept crawling through the window.
No, he wasn't. No, because he couldn't see me as he was crawling. So he actually got in and saw me. So his body was in all the way.
You can't see. We already gonna lose.
Well, you gotta help push him in.
You're a horrible criminal. They can see the gun splatter and stuff on the window. How is he all standing in the kitchen? That's it. We can't never do a crime. His officer, he walked in my room, ma'am. The window's blown out.
Said as he comes in and I'm shooting him and he falls back out,
we pull him in. He comes in the house.
Or let him just hang in the window.
No, that guy went to prison.
Really?
The man was hanging in the window.
And he got in trouble for
he got to be all the way in the house.
That's stupid because you can come in like a bro man and on Martin.
No.
You could be coming in and do some damage.
No, he got to come
He can come in like this.
Exactly.
And his legs still be standing outside.
No, he got to be
so
all.
Who says that? He didn't have a good lawyer.
He probably didn't
have a good lawyer.
But I don't even want to care about that. I'm pulling him in. I'm O.J. Simpson. The cops that picked the gun up, picked the glove from one place and dropped it behind his window. Man, sir, you expect us to believe he dropped his other glove just miraculously on his property? That's why they lost the case, because they went too far. They
tampered with the evidence. Yeah.
Okay. But remind us to never do a crime, because you won't get it together.
Well, I can check our laws. What state was he in? That's just ridiculous. You're protecting your property, your home.
Michigan.
Halfway in, halfway out. You halfway in my house.
Yeah.
Your intent was to come in my house.
Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid for him to be in jail.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying.
No, that's stupid.
But that's the only way.
Maybe he appeal.
That's the only way I would. If it was something where we were victimized or something, and I know how stupid our laws are, and I gotta be like, no, sir, this is what happened.
I have to wait for you to come on in.
You gotta wait for him to come in
and just stay like I did in the kitchen.
That's why Carlee
waited for him to come in.
She's a dumb criminal.
Why you say that?
She searched on her computer. You know they're gonna get your computer.
Mm-hmm. They always go by. They always look at your history of what you were talking about.
Why would she not go to like a internet cafe or something where the internet's open to everybody? Library.
She wasn't thinking that.
She's stupid.
She didn't think nobody was going.
You don't search. I'm telling people how to be criminals. You don't search stuff on your own computer.
That's why I don't think she thought it would be this big. That they would really come.
And then a baby walking six football fields.
I'm thinking, what was she missing? That's why I said I wish they sit and talk with her. They need to really continue talking to her.
All right. Where it says, he just said stop bullying. Now her ex-boyfriend is thanking family and friends for supporting him, adding he believes Russell's admission has provided closure to the situation. Please continue to keep us in your prayers, he wrote. Poor guy. Now I can't say poor guy, because now every woman is on the internet who wants him. You know why they want him? Because he's good looking. And because he stood by her when everybody was going against her, he stood up for her. And so women are so desperate now that they like, oh, I'll take him.
Do that for me too. I'll go with him.
They'll go with anybody.
You're seeing anybody?
Thank you.
You're not with her anymore.
Thank you. All right, let's see what everybody says. Wendy says, hello, ladies. Hey, Wendy.
Hey.
She says she's emotionally disturbed. She will receive psychological support and meds in jail. Yeah, just let her go. Let her. And she won't be in there long. After a year, she can come out and get medical help. Emerald says, hey, ladies. Everybody saying hi to each other. Hey. Layla Morris says, good evening. Tell it like it is. Women telling it. Hey. Emerald says, as a parent, I would relocate them and get them some professional mental help. Yeah. If your child did something. She said, I would never give a comment. I agree. Or go on a news program. I wouldn't say nothing. Right. And Emerald says, Lenora, I am glad to see that you are feeling much better.
Thank you. Yes, much better. Ooh, a few days ago, I was toe up.
I know.
Thank you, though.
But yeah, you better now. All right, so that's it with her. I figured we had to give some kind of update on Carlee Russell. In political news, DeSantis is unhurt in a car accident in Tennessee while traveling to a presidential campaign event.
So somebody must have been driving.
Did you know that, Ma? DeSantis was in a car accident? Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was involved in a multi-car accident on Tuesday in Tennessee, but was uninjured. As he traveled to a motorcade to a campaign stop for his 2024 presidential bid. Now, I don't want him to die or nothing, but it wouldn't be. What could it hurt to
ruffle him up a little?
To ruffle him up, where his suit is messed up at least when he gets out the car. He's always so clean cut, and his hair is always together. Don't you want to see him just ruffled up?
Oh, in the I was saying washroom, in the hospital for a few days.
Or like when Trump was getting on the plane and his hair blew, because he kept saying his hair was not his comb over. Yeah. And he got on the plane and his hair blew over like this, and you saw all his scalp. And you know one thing, and I think this is another reason why people like him.
Trump.
When they laughed at him and came back and said, your hair blew, we saw. He said, okay, yeah, you're right. I have a comb over. Until you catch him red-handed, he's not going to say nothing.
Oh, wow. This man. But DeSantis is a whole different ball game. He's a whole different breed.
No, but I like when stuff happens to them, like Trump and DeSantis.
Well,
and
you talking on the news.
I like when they fall and stuff like that.
And it just hit me because DeSantis is a governor. You just asked me, what did they talk about on The View? Unfortunately, we can't show videotapes or whatever. They talked about the governor of Texas. And Joy was saying how he's going to be suing Biden because of those red tubes that they have in the water. And I thought about that. And Joy said he is a Satanist.
Mm-hmm.
That word that
Why
means,
do they have red tubes in the water?
That word that means you just want harm to come to people and you don't care.
Who put the red tubes in the water?
I think it's because of him, because of his area, the government, the governor. Yeah,
he put the red tubes in the water. Yeah. So why is he suing Biden?
Biden want him to remove them, and he won't. He won't remove them, right? He won't remove them, right? And Biden's gonna sue him, and he said, "Bring it on."
Oh, Biden's suing him. You said he was suing Biden.
No, Biden is suing him because of the that's dangerous. Even though
what it's doing is, I believe, it's forcing people into the water,
right?
And they think because there's a barrier, they think people not gonna go in the water. They're gonna still go in the water. But
it's causing harm because it's wires and stuff, so people can still get hurt and injured.
And children drowning.
Even and Alyssa made a good point too, because this made me think of DeSantis. There's a part of me that feels like, even though I get it when you say too many people are coming in our country, too many, and then DeSantis, let's just say for the sake of the argument, DeSantis is really against the LGBTQ. He just feels like that's not God's will, and the word of God says this, and he's very conservative. Okay. But when you start allowing, when people are hurt because of your actions,
they don't care about
you're using them as pawns and as property, and that Texas governor is not nice.
They keep saying that Barack Obama, Trump keeps saying, y'all keep talking about me. Obama sent more people back.
He sure
I
did.
feel like that's more compassion.
Yeah,
I'd rather have you have a whole shoot load
say no to them
of buses ready as they cross over the border, put them right on the bus and send them right back.
Because he didn't split the families. He made sure mom came with her 2 kids and they all go back.
Humane. That's the word.
It was less
to me,
humane.
that's more humane.
Mm-hmm. So
even though you are sending more back, what's the alternative is what? Let them in and they sleeping on the street and being violated like we saw in Chicago?
Well, they've given them, like you said, aside from where their court dates should be and where their location and all that, which is still stupid, because now Mexico and other countries are taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
They're also telling them you need to go through step 1 first. Give us reasons why you're coming. Be prepared, because we need to know if you're really fleeing from some really horrible
who's gonna not say that?
Issues or
if
whatever.
You say, tell us really, you're gonna think somebody's gonna say, because my cousin Pedro lives here and I want to get a job.
Gonna have an answer to this.
You're gonna say I'm escaping. Everybody's gonna have a hard story.
But I get it. I get both sides. I get everybody's view on this. Some people are like, let them in. No. Some people are like, too many.
It's too many.
People they need to do this first.
The
governor of Texas, he don't need to have those little red things in the water.
I don't mind. Here's my thing. I'm fine with you saying let people in. I don't want to see any of American people on the street.
Yeah.
That's my only thing.
Well, that's another,
if you take care of that problem of homelessness in this country, I'm good. You can let anybody in there. But you're not going to open a school up for migrants to stay there. And I'm watching the homeboy who grew up in this country or veterans living on the street.
But you got
open the school up for them too.
But it's not as cut and dry as you may say, because there are some cities, probably urban cities, big cities, small cities, that are doing very well trying to help their homeless and keeping the numbers down. Mm-hmm. And as much as they can, whether the church is involved or other mental institutions, trying to keep these people, give them direction and give them, hope that they can do this and stay on the right path. But you got immigrants coming in who don't have a lot of them don't have the mental problems. They're ready to work because they're fleeing situations that are causing them like harm. Where a lot of our homeless people, and we know a few,
mental,
no matter what you do, get them a house, get them everything, they still go back to that street. So I don't know. It's not cut and dry with our homeless in some cities, and people know that. You guys probably know some.
So then you're
people.
saying what I just said. Then until you get that situation under control, how are you allowing thousands and thousands of people to come over here?
I don't know.
You don't have your own house in order. Your own house is not in order first. Get that under control first.
I always wonder when one of the scriptures.
But I'm not gonna turn somebody. If somebody's coming to me and there's a family and a kid, what person is gonna be like, get out of here?
I always wondered that scripture that Jesus said, "The poor you have with you always." Y'all understand that scripture?
Because it's always gonna be somebody that gotta poop on somebody else. He knows that man's nature, somebody always has to be at the bottom of the totem pole.
You think mankind can be? I think of the third world
countries
knows that. And other places, and I'm like, and a lot of the poor places that we've gone to that do find Jesus, that is like gold to them.
I still say still blame a lot of this on the churches. You know how I feel.
Yeah,
there shouldn't be 20 churches, 5 in each block. And I bet not see one homeless person anywhere near your church. Mm-hmm. You got all these churches. If all of them came together and said, you know what, let's do this whole block thing. We're here. We'll take care of this. We'll work together. Mm-hmm. We'll take care of our block. We'll go within like maybe a 5-block radius. You, Joe, you 3 churches, y'all come together. Y'all do y'all 5 blocks. You guys do your 5. Make sure there's no seniors that don't have any food or within that 5-block radius. Make sure that there's any single moms or any children. Make sure they have school clothes and they're being taken care of. But see, they don't do that. Mm-mm. They just show up Sunday and do a fake prayer.
My air is bothering me. I got to deal with it though, because we're getting hot. Go ahead though.
All right. So they talked about this chain reaction car crash with DeSantis. It happened at 8:15 when the traffic slowed on Interstate 75 in Chattanooga, causing 4 cars in the motorcade to hit one another. So he has a motorcade that's idiots.
I figure he's not driving. He's in the back of some car, right? He's a governor. So I know that.
It says he was not hurt, according to the Chattanooga police. Florida law enforcement protecting the governor and DeSantis campaign spokesperson, Brian Griffin. DeSantis continued on to the campaign event. A female staff member who suffered a minor injury in the crash was treated. So it was just a little minor thing.
Okay.
Darn. Emerald says a lot of the homes here who have mental issues or homeless people who have mental issues don't want government assistance to get them off the streets. Yeah. And now, on the other hand, you have hardworking people who can't afford housing because they constantly raise the rent. No rent caps. Yep. Mm-hmm. Rent is more than a mortgage, but houses are extremely overpriced.
They did that in my dad's building.
You're right, Emma.
My dad is a senior. And
his rent is ridiculous.
Most seniors, and he said, I'm sorry. The seniors, recently, we all heard in the news, the government up some of their Social Security. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like the people that are owning these buildings, they sit and wait. Oh, the Social Security's going up. So I'm going to up the rent. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
And I said, Dad, your rent was raised?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh God.
So one thing or the other, mm-hmm. But again, we give it to God and see what happens.
Yeah.
Just make sure, like I said, it's gonna be a lot of stuff that God is gonna go after the church for, and He's gonna say y'all didn't do what y'all was supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You was busy fighting over each other.
Every church should have, like you said, something where they're dealing with the homeless people, with people from prison, recidivism feeding program, programs that seniors. Programs for young people. Yep. Those are the categories that hit everybody. And
if you don't want to think of it because it's overwhelming, just do block by block. If you block a certain radius, y'all come together, churches. The pastors should come together and speak and say, well, at least here in this section of town mm-hmm. or this section of the city, we've come together as mm-hmm. churches. Mm-hmm. And we said, we got a little thing going on here. We know the seniors in our area. We know the homeless. We know this.
To that place that I won't mention, but it's a place in one of the areas where we are living, mm-hmm. where at least 6 or 7, I may be wrong with the number, but mm-hmm. at least 7 ministries are involved with this building in the community. Okay. So they have youth programs, they have programs for seniors, you can come there. It's almost like a haven. Mm-hmm. They even have, when they do raising money, I was a part of the music team.
And there should be no homeless people in that area.
Yes.
Because we got this. Now, can you imagine if everybody did that?
Mm-hmm. It was I was going in there, speaking of that, see how morons people can be. I was getting ready to go to the building because they were doing some kind of
now you starting
a street fair thing. I see now why people can be morons. And one of the gentlemen that lived in the community, they did a block. You know how people do block parties?
Block party.
And they have the kids out playing and the food to get to know the community even more. Mm-hmm. When he driving by, maybe he was trying to go to another side of that block. He was fussing and black man. I looked at him and I said, "Sir, do you not see that this event is trying to better the community that you're living in? Make it a safer place." "I don't care. I'm going to go to talk to the aldermans. They shouldn't be blocking the streets." I said, that's what a block party is. That was the moron moment. See? And I wanted to say that to him, but that wouldn't have been right. That wouldn't have been the godly attitude.
Well, I don't care about that. Y'all
I don't want him shooting
for you. But y'all lose me on that.
Be careful with saying
I'm the worst person to say godly attitude or turn the other cheek and all of that. I'm the worst person to say that to. Okay. I'm not doing that. I'm Peter. I'll cut your ear off and then later on God can put it back on and all that other stuff. Okay. In entertainment news.
Okay.
Monica says her instincts kicked in when she confronted a man allegedly assaulted a woman at her show. Now, you know the singer Monica.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Simply put, I didn't want to see her hurt or harm and her not make it back home after coming just to be a concert goer, said Monica. Monica came to a fan's defense in Detroit on Saturday when she saw a man allegedly hit a woman in the crowd. The video circulates her the R&B singer shouting on stage, "Don't you hit her like that."
I'll do the same.
Monica then climbed off the stage at the Riverfront Musical Festival to handle the situation herself.
I'll do the same thing.
Monica
would put him on blast.
Monica was singing, and she think it was because people was trying, you know how people try to get closer to the stage and fight and all that. And I guess he was trying and whatever. And it was something argument must have ensued. She said he hit that woman with all his might. He was hitting her like you hit a man.
Like that man that hit that lady and when her son was watching.
Knockout King.
What was his name?
Knockout. The guy who went in for a hot dog and left with wings.
His nickname is Knockout.
Maxwell Hot Dog Man.
Now he's no more now. He's knocked out.
Whose lady's 14-year-old son knocked him out.
Yeah.
And then I love how people said, "You're a knockout king, but you didn't knock her out." She was still standing.
Yeah, knockout king.
This guy, he's hitting this woman she's still standing. You bunch of weak links. If you're gonna knock somebody out, knock them out.
Knock them out. But this man was violating
her. And Monica was watching it. And she said, "Stop hitting her."
No, not at my concert.
She jumped off the stage.
I would have had security remove that man.
And you should have saw, if you look at the video, I hate we can't show it because we don't have our Streamlab on.
Yeah.
That she jumps off the stage. Her bodyguard, he's fat. He couldn't hardly get off the stage.
You need to fire him.
That's why you can't.
You gotta have bodyguards that move with you.
You can't be a fat bodyguard.
You can't be.
You could be a big guy and shape bodyguard.
Yes.
No.
But if you can't climb the stairs.
Another fat bodyguard moment. It was another singer. I forgot his name. He was running. They run. You know how you leaving off the stage, and then he's running past the crowd, and the fat bodyguard was running, and he fell and rolled. And everybody was like, "Come on now."
I remember my bodyguard days, y'all. I love telling this story.
Oh, she did bodyguard at the Black Women's Expo.
My sister and I would be volunteering at Black Women's Expo that be in Chicago. In fact, we're going next week. And they had Keith Sweat on stage.
Why do women love Keith Sweat so much? He cannot sing.
They said,
I
said those women was coming after him. They wanted me on the side of the stage where they can, when he comes off, people can still kind of go back there. And I was standing there. I was like, I was a bodyguard.
Like you all that.
And I was pushing this lady. I said, "No, y'all not supposed to be back here. Keith, come on, Keith.
Come on, Keith.
Come on, Keith. Hurry up, man. Hurry up. And then he moved real quick. But they was trying to get at him. Keith said,
I want to love you.
I said, I'm going to use my side. You ain't come knocking me down. And this woman wasn't that big, though.
Come on, Keith. Stop singing. Quit whining and get over here.
He was loving the attention, though. I think that's why he was moving real slow.
Come on, Keith.
And I remember that one show. What's the one guy that Avant?
Yeah.
I said
he about 4 feet tall.
I said, oh my God.
I could cover him and take him out.
I got him by myself, y'all. I got him by myself. But it was
Avant is about 4 foot tall and little. If I was stood in front of him, you wouldn't even know he was there.
You'd be a good bodyguard for him because nobody would know where he at. Where he at? He behind Kim's hair. Your hair be covering up.
But no, you was protecting Keith Sweat.
I was bodyguarding for Keith Sweat at that moment. I said, I like this job. But then when they started using, anything get violent with weapons, that's when I get scared.
Yeah.
A bodyguard has to even protect them with that.
Well, her fat bodyguard, he couldn't get down as fast as she was. Thank God there was other bodyguards already down on the floor.
Because she could have got hurt.
It was regular guys on the floor, bodyguards who were big and in shape, and they were already down there in the front. Okay. But if she had to rely on that guy, he couldn't even jump down off the stage like her.
When she jumped off the stage, what was she doing though?
She was getting ready to go hit that man that was punching. Well, the big bodyguards were there. They stopped her.
Oh, okay. Did they move him though? Did they remove him?
We don't know,
because that's what made her get out of her element. Her moment.
She said, simply put, I didn't want to see her hurt or harmed, and her not make it back home after coming just to be a concert goer for myself and Ashante, who was also on the show. She, these concerts have become what almost feels like a dangerous space and place, and I just really want that to change, Monica said. Yes. If y'all don't know Monica Gangster.
Mm-hmm. She was on.
Remember, she dated Murder. Master P's brother that's in prison.
Yeah, she was on T.I. and them had a reality show that had her,
the family,
and what's his name's wife,
ex-wife, Lil
Wayne's ex,
Toya,
which got a reality show coming out now with her
and
her daughter.
Toya Luckett, the one that was in Destiny's Child.
Yeah, her. Yeah, I remember that show.
I like
friends
Monica.
Of T.I. and them.
I like Monica though.
Monica, she's proven to be transparent.
Sometimes she's too transparent.
I know,
because she don't play the game, which is probably why her career didn't become really huge. Right. Because Monica don't play. She like, I'm not gonna pretend like Brandy. Yeah. Brandy plays the game. Yeah. I like Brandy, but Brandy's she's a show person.
Yeah,
she's a show. She's gonna follow suit. She's gonna say what you need her to say. She's gonna do what you need her to do.
I hope
if she needs to pretend like she likes you,
now Monica is not as bad. I see what Monica is for. Is like Monique. Monique is angry, but I get Monique's point.
Look, I went on my rant about Monique. Yeah, I told y'all the reason why I don't like Monique to the extent is because Monique is angry and bitter. Yeah. She can say the same stuff without being bitter and angry. She's the type of person that'll burn a whole house down. Yeah. When you just after one person.
And feel bad.
Why can't you just go after them and burn them down?
And sit there and be sorry for.
Why you gotta burn everybody's house down?
That was just
That's so how angry. She is. That's why I don't like her.
But she not with what's his name anymore? Her husband.
Monique?
Didn't she divorce him?
No, Monique is still with her husband. Daddy?
I thought she's separated from Daddy.
No, she with Daddy.
Okay, find that out for me.
They don't do threesomes anymore. You ain't got to find it out.
Oh, no, I thought I saw recently on the news that they're
no, you did not. Separated. Let me look at this. Lenore, you did not see Monique.
Wendy, tell us.
See, nobody need to tell nobody. I'm getting ready to look now.
I thought that was a recent update that she is separating from him.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Monique reveals why she's no longer in an open marriage.
Oh, okay.
That's what I told you. There's no.
Okay.
I would know.
She's still with Daddy. Then.
Yes, I would know if Monique was separating from Daddy.
Okay.
Believe me, I would know.
All right.
So anyway, Monica said that's when her instincts kicked in.
Okay.
And that's when she jumped off the stage.
Okay. but she didn't really need to because the bodyguards were kind of like.
She said they weren't moving fast enough. This man was hitting this woman, and what y'all doing? Ain't nobody stopping her?
Well, nobody saw that, but her on stage.
She probably was the only one.
I'm the one seeing this, but you gotta let them know what you're seeing.
She then noted, you're supposed to be having a good time. Everyone is supposed to make it back home to their families, and every person that travels with me knows how I feel about people. Y'all like Monica, but Monica gangster. Monica gangster. If you didn't know, you know now. All right. Let me see what everybody said. Scooby Doo says, "Hey Scooby, I watched her jump off the stage, so she's seen the video."
Oh wow.
Wendy says, "Keith Sweat sounds like a howling dog whining." Yes. I
want to last forever.
And you protected him. Come on, Keith.
Make it last forever.
What does he look like in person?
Like himself.
Does he look better in person?
Like himself. He's skinny.
Does he look? Everybody's skinny in person. Does he look better though? Like good looking? Because he's not good looking.
I never thought he was good looking.
Does he look better?
He
in
look
person?
like himself.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he look old?
He's not that big. I think I'm bigger than him.
No, you bigger than every man.
So that's why I could be a bodyguard. No, I'm not bigger than every man. Mike Tyson, I think, is about my size.
You know what?
He was short.
Mike Tyson.
He was not skinny.
This is how we know we
short,
big.
though.
This is how we know we big.
We compare ourselves
when
to
you
person.
meet Mike Tyson and go, he's not that big.
He's not that big. I thought you was bigger than that.
Nigga, I can roll with you. Oh,
now,
I'm sorry.
Shaq,
I'm sorry. I said the word N-word off camera.
Shaq is big. I can say that for sure.
We met Mike Tyson.
But Mike Tyson is
He wasn't
short.
that big.
He wasn't that big.
That's how we know we big.
Yeah.
You know you're a big person when you meet somebody who's supposed to be
but
big.
You know what we've been seeing,
and you're like, they're not that big.
But you know what, we've been seeing them on TV.
They look big on TV.
Like when I was seeing,
like Lizzo, probably not as big in person when you meet her.
Monique wasn't that big.
Monique wasn't, and this is when she was heavy. She wasn't that big
before she lost her weight.
Sherry Shepherd
was little.
She very little.
I said, you ain't that big.
She real little.
That's what Mary Marion would say. Erica and them, Tina.
Everybody
would say when they meet
us.
You're not that big.
TV make you look big.
It sure does.
So imagine people who look skinny on television.
Ooh.
Somebody said they met Halle Berry, and she real skinny.
Real skinny.
Because she's skinny on television.
There's some actresses like what's her name? Courtney Cox. They real skinny. They're
on television.
And I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's small, skinny. He looks skinny. He's skinny on television. Everybody said, hey, Scooby. Hey, Emerald. Everybody said hi. Scooby Doo says, I was a bouncer in college.
You were.
I am 6'1".
All right. See? I don't know. Sometimes you feel like you empowered. You know, when you tall and when you got like nobody, because I'm grateful and I'm just thankful God covers me and protects me. I've never had a violation moment like some women unfortunately have. Yeah. You've had a few when you were younger.
When somebody tried to
hold you down kind of stuff. I never had a man do that. One guy did. Okay. Ooh, let me tell this one. It was we had some Africans at our college, and I think a lot of times we don't realize as very vocal women, loud.
Oh, Africa, they don't like that.
He didn't like me. I was loud with him, and he went to push me, and it scared me because he was pushing me and I was going back. So I'm thinking I'm a flip. So you know me, boom! Don't push me no more like that. I went off on him.
Oh, that was it.
Well, he probably was like, okay, I won't touch her no more like that. But you don't do that to women, especially when they're pushing them backwards.
Well, not here in America.
Yeah, this was in Indiana.
Yeah, we don't take that.
But other than that, I've never been violated. Thank God. As an older woman.
Thank you. All right. Sports.
Okay.
Bronny James stable out of ICU following cardiac arrest. LeBron James' son. We was just talking about LeBron James. Remember, y'all, the other day at the award show, ESPYs, and I talked about how his family was up there and how they look like the nice little family.
And he's not retiring.
Bronny is his son, his eldest son, and he had a cardiac arrest while he was playing. It says Bronny James, the eldest son of Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James, suffered a cardiac arrest Monday, is in stable condition. Yesterday, while practicing, Bronny James suffered a cardiac arrest, a James spokesperson said in a statement. Medical staff was able to treat Bronny and take him to the hospital. He is now in stable condition and is no longer in ICU. We ask for respect and privacy for the James family, and we will update the media when there is more information.
You and I were thinking a lot of those Red Bull drinks.
I think a lot of that is that because his son seems like a nice kid, and I see him a lot on YouTube because I watch YouTube. And Bronny is friends with Aiden and Kai and all these different streamers who have big platforms, millions of viewers, and he comes on there. And he shoots it up with them and talks and stuff. And he's a nice kid. Like he'll tell you I don't do drugs and all of that. I think it's that Red Bull and all that stuff.
All those power drinks.
Because he drinks that.
Energy drinks.
Those energy drinks
it's
and
full
all
of
that.
Caffeine and other sugars.
I really do. I think a lot of these kids, we're seeing too many of these kids having cardiac heart problems at young ages.
That is not good.
I think it's those monster drinks and stuff.
Let's see when they do investigation, and I don't know how private they'll be with it, but
well, it says LeBron and Savannah wish to publicly send their deepest thanks and appreciation to the USC medical and athletic staff for their incredible work and dedication to the safety of their athletes. Now, if anybody doesn't understand the importance of college medicine, sports medicine, you can see now. I met one of the girls who we gave a scholarship to in our sorority. She wants to be in sports medicine. She wants to be a doctor in sports medicine,
dealing with athletes,
and she's right, because you need people who are doctors right there. So if something happens, if they even have to operate, they can do it right there.
The injuries are you got to handle those differently with care.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they want to go back and play.
Yeah.
And they're not fully healed in that area to do that. Or they may do a number of Band-Aids or whatever to let them play temporarily or so. But she would or he would know.
Yep. It says Los Angeles Fire Department confirmed through a spokesperson that it responded to a medical emergency involving an adult male at 9:26 a.m. Pacific time, Monday.
He's in high school, right?
No, college.
Okay.
Monday, and sent paramedics to the Galen Center. He's an NBA prospect, though.
Yeah.
Now, is this going to affect his NBA status? Well,
that's what I'm saying. If they do an investigation, they're going to probably look into his health and what's going on. Like the one that fainted on that died on the football
and
field.
Then they brought him back.
He has a medical problem, right?
I don't think they did. I think they said it was a rare. That was a rare thing that happened.
Something's going on with his health. They're going to want to see what's going on with that boy's heart.
It says cardiac arrest happens when the heart suddenly and unexpectedly stops beating. Blood flow to the brain and other vital organs stop. Automatic external defibrillators and CPR are most often used to immediately treat someone who has undergone cardiac arrest. I don't know how many times we have to say you need to know CPR. You took it, right? Do you think you'll remember?
No, because I'd be so nervous if the person.
So if I had cardiac arrest right now, you would just sit there and let me just die.
Well, I know how you tried to help me and you hurt me at first. You went up.
That's not CPR. That was a heavy maneuver.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
No, but then I worked it out and it worked.
Yeah, I think I remember.
No, but then I went lower underneath your cavity.
Right, but at first it was hurting, so I was busy hollering and screaming. I couldn't get help because she was hurting me. She went too low and hurt my stomach.
You're supposed to get right up underneath in here,
right
up under that
chest.
Cage.
Yeah.
That cage right here's your cage, right up in there.
You're
with your hands and then push it up.
That's what I was
in and up.
Afraid to do.
In and up.
I think I could do the what is the other one?
The CPR.
Yeah, because
you gotta open up you gotta make sure the head is out open back. So that get that air, and then you blow in the mouth, and then you release, blow in the mouth. But then you got to make sure you pump in here. So remember, you got to make sure you hit my heart.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got to be doing this
because those little kits that you have when you stick it on, you stick them in certain places.
That's that defibrillator
underneath. Yeah, and you look at the number 2. I don't know.
So you need to take you need to go again.
I don't care how many times I do it. I would be nervous at the moment that they're hurting.
But you need to go again because you need to know that we know this. I don't need to be guessing that you know CPR. You got to be able to do it.
Okay.
So you guys, if you haven't taken CPR, you need to go back and take it again. Mm-hmm. You got to be so comfortable with it that you're able to do it. That's why I told you with the fire extinguisher here. Mm-hmm. Mama talking about her TV was smoking. It wasn't. It was. Did you say your TV was smoking? It smelled like smoking. She said, "I remember you told me to get the fire extinguisher or something. If some catches on fire, the house will be burnt down by the time she come in here and get that fire.
She has to roll in here with her walker.
Ma, no, you need to get out. Don't worry about a fire extinguisher."
And they taught us too.
She's trying to worry about a fire extinguisher. She needs to get out the house.
And they taught us too. I'm looking at Emerald's replies. They taught us how to do little babies too.
You're supposed to do the whole mouth. Yeah.
That's nerve-wracking. I'm sorry. Especially when it's your child.
Yeah.
Or your family member. Some people are good under pressure. They move good under pressure. They make sure you need whatever is needed. My friend, did you remember what's her name? I ain't gonna say her name. She put on Facebook that she was eating a piece of candy and she almost choked. She was sucking on some candy while she was talking to someone and she was talking to them about Jesus. I know that was the enemy right there.
And then she
said she had put a cough drop or something she was sucking on was right at the tip of her tongue. And she started choking.
Emerald said baby, mouth, and nose.
Yeah.
That's right. You covered
it. It was both. Yeah. And she didn't swallow it. She quickly spit it out quickly so she wouldn't choke. And she's grateful that it didn't go down her throat. Because if she would have swallowed, she would have choked.
Wow.
But what would we have done?
Somebody, niggas, I don't even know who this is. Keep Carlee out of your black male's mouth. Nobody knows what that means. It's somebody that's stupid. Emerald says, then you tilt the head and make sure that the airway is open.
Right.
Push to the rhythm of staying alive.
That's
right. Staying alive. You're right.
Yep, I remember that.
Are you going to remember this?
No. Y'all can tell me until Jesus come back with the
Emerald says it helps if you have a second person if you get tired. And then she said for baby you do the mouth and the nose.
Yeah. We had to learn. We took a class with my sorority sisters. So
but you got to stop saying to yourself you don't remember and say that the Holy Spirit.
I didn't say that. I said I would be nervous.
But say Holy Spirit bring it to my memory. It would have to be
the Holy Spirit. Okay. Yeah.
It says James 18 is entering his freshman year at USC and is ranked 20th in 2023. He in ESPN's 100 ranking. He is the 6th rated point guard in the class of 2023. It is the second straight year the Trojans program has had a player suffer cardiac arrest. Center Vincent Iwachuka, can't say his name, one of the top incoming freshmen in college basketball last season, suffered a cardiac arrest on July 1st and was hospitalized for a few days. He returned to play for USC in January, appearing in 14 games. See, I think it's a lot of that Red Bull and stuff.
Let's hope that it's something that's simple and he don't have a really serious condition because they're going to be watching him. He's a good player.
Andrew Joseph says, put that something cricket bat on the wall. I don't know what that means. Emerald says, take the class every 2 years.
Yeah, we had to renew our.
Y'all know as the channel grows, we're going to get people to come in that's stupid.
Morons.
It's morons. So.
It's a moron magnet.
So just be ready for it.
But that's fine.
I mean, as long as you don't cuss and all that.
Morons.
If you cuss or come in and talk, no, I get rid of no.
Whatever.
I don't keep all that.
No, I'm saying I get it when they come in. And
you can say stupid stuff, but you're not going to cuss and talk about the devil and all that.
Remember when
I'll block you.
Remember we started using Zoom when COVID was really
hitting. People was popping in.
People was popping in people's private meetings, and they even said it was some city officials was having something, and somebody popped
That's what I'm saying. This channel, we do this channel because we like doing this.
Yeah.
So that's why when people be like, "Oh, you don't have any number," we don't care.
You are a
I don't care if it's 5 people. If it's the same people and we having a good time and everybody's good, we cool.
Learning from
we
each
have
other.
other channels that make numbers and stuff.
Updating each other.
Yeah, this channel is just fun for us. All right.
Go ahead.
Jamie Foxx.
Now, everybody's been talking about, is it a clone? Is it for real? Is it him?
Jamie Foxx shuts down clone rumors with a clever promo.
Geez.
Jamie Foxx has heard the rumors about his alleged cloning, and a recent comment made by the Oscar-winning actor suggests that the reports of his duplication are highly exaggerated. In an Instagram comment supposedly left on the Shade Room post, the multi-hyphenate dismissed reports of his less than stellar status while also plugging his new Netflix film. Jamie understands that he has a movie called They Cloned Tyrone.
Yeah.
And a lot of people...
I want to watch that. Isn't that out now?
It's out now on Netflix.
Okay.
A lot of people, Charlamagne said it's good and he wants to talk about it, but everybody hasn't seen it yet.
Oh.
He giving y'all one this week.
Y'all go watch They Cloned Tyrone.
He said he giving y'all this week, and after that, he's going to talk about it.
Yeah. We should too.
Jamie understands that, and everybody likes Jamie. So he's going to go along with it, and that helps promote his movie. And what a lot of people don't understand is a lot of that clone conversation is people trolling. Oh. They don't really believe Jamie Foxx is a clone.
Okay.
They trolling. And then it sets other people off, the ones that love Jamie Foxx. They be in the comments arguing, and he's sick, and you wouldn't look the same if that happened to you, and I was sick, and they get people all hyped up, and they sit back and laugh because y'all so upset, and they just saying it just because they just what is it? They trying to troll y'all and make y'all get mad, and y'all fall for it every single time.
Okay, that's the reaction they want.
Jamie says they didn't clone me, but they did clone Tyrone.
Right.
He wrote, referring to the upcoming dark satire comedy that also stars John Boyega and Kiefer Sutherland.
John Boyega.
Check out the comment and the photo of Jamie. That is down here. Here's the thing. Jamie's promoting his movie. It says, rumor about Jamie Foxx's health have been circulating since he was first hospitalized. I told y'all his daughter did all of that. When she said he's fine, he's at home, he's playing all this other ball and all this, that's when people said, pickleball. But he was saying she was just trying to protect him. He came out and said,
do that no more.
Leave my daughter alone. She was just trying to protect me.
That's people thinking you doing the same thing when you say troll. Is it trolling?
They was trolling.
Trolling.
People trolling. So anyway, he came up and he does look different. He looks like he lost a lot of weight. He looks light. People was talking about his hairline is different. You get sick, but your hairline doesn't change. And people said all kind of stuff. He's a clone. So I put a thing up, a joke saying, whether he's a clone or whether he's Jamie, what does it matter? You don't know the real Jamie anyway.
Thank you.
You don't know the clone Jamie or the real Jamie. Right. So how does Jamie Foxx being cloned affect you in any kind of way?
I mean, I'm thinking for it to make a big stink about it. So what? It is cloned.
But I'm saying I don't believe he's a clone. But let's just say for the sake of argument, he is cloned. Okay. How does that change your day-to-day life?
When they say clone, though, are they being serious about cloning?
No, they being
serious.
Just
saying there's a look-alike?
No. Some people actually, different from the trolls. I told you there's people that's trolling who don't believe he's a clone. They just say it to make people mad. Mm-hmm. Then there's people who actually really believe that he's a clone, that it's not him. They believe there's a secret society.
We're going more into moron world now.
Well, they believe it's a secret society of celebrities, and they decide, they're gatekeepers, and they decide who's in and who's out. And if you in and you try to get out, they'll get rid of you and put a clone up. So no one would even know that you was even missing. People believe Michael Jackson was a clone. They believe, well, you remember Man in Black, aliens. They was showing Michael Jackson. He was saying name aliens, and he said Michael Jackson is an alien.
Yeah,
that's the same. That's how they feel with clones.
My high school teacher, Mrs. Johnson, she's clone.
She was an alien.
Well, she was an alien, not clone. But
right.
Yeah, okay.
So they either believe you're an alien or a clone. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know who this Andrew.
Andrew
Joseph
says,
is.
"Let me see the chair you sitting in, or if it's wide
We
enough."
know you, Andrew.
CPS pickleball. You got to go on the pickle juice
You're using
diet.
a lot of little icons. Those little.
He's probably like 5 or something.
Andrew,
like 13.
Andrew Joseph.
Yeah, he's probably young. Don't you think?
You got 2 biblical names,
Andrew and Joseph,
Andrew
and act like
Joseph.
an idiot.
Oh well, I don't know.
Your name is Andrew.
It says message deleted.
I just deleted. Your name is Andrew and Joseph, and you act like a fool.
That's the moron. We get some morons every now and
then.
then.
But 2 biblical names.
I know.
Which means somebody actually said.
Unless he gave himself that name. We don't know.
Oh, that's true.
Your mom named you.
That means somebody actually sat and was like, let's call this little big head boy Andrew Joseph.
And we're assuming it's a boy too. We don't know.
You think
anymore.
That's a woman?
I don't even know.
It could be a trans.
It could be anybody. But I'm looking at the comments and I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to help you out here and see if you make sense.
No, it's somebody stupid.
Okay.
But anyway, so that's what I'm saying. You either got trolls, which is the guy with the 2 names, or you have people who actually believe it. So that's the thing, is you don't know.
She's saying that's not rag on Generation Z.
Because they stupid, Emerald.
No, not all of them.
No.
That's why I was trying to give him a break. Whoever Andrew Joseph was, if that's Generation Z.
That's the new generation.
Is it?
We talked about it yesterday. I told you I go back and forth.
Thinking whatever. They have different.
I told you I go back and forth with believing that the country's destroyed.
But I don't think so. I think there are a lot of them that probably was thinking the way you're thinking, where they don't care. They're kind of lazy. They're not trying to make a change. And then there's a few good ones in there that are trying to make a difference. They're very creative. They want to see a change. They want to. Whether they're spiritual or not. I mean, there's some good ones out there.
Oh,
okay.
All right. Anyway, if I wasn't trying to hurry up, I would rag on them. I would do the opposite of what Emerald just said.
Yes, they are.
I would do the opposite of what you said, Emerald.
We can't rag on a generation. We got to pray.
No. I was going to tease Andrew. I was going to go more on Andrew.
And we don't know if he's
from that generation. I don't have time.
And the sad thing about it, Emerald, he could be older than me.
That's true.
Andrew Joseph. He could be our grandfather's age.
We don't know how old or who this person is. We just know they stupid. Okay. Now you always want to know donkey of the day. Who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is. Well, today Charlemagne the God gave it to a UK woman who married a ghost. And she now wants a divorce. She says her husband is haunting her with screams of baby cries.
How did she marry
Now,
him?
He originally gave her a long time ago donkey of the day when she married the ghost. He thought she was a donkey of the day for marrying the ghost.
Oh, so she was donkey before.
Yeah. And now full turnaround.
She's divorcing the ghost.
And now he's giving her donkey of the day again. It's hard to forget one of the world's weirdest marriages, a woman who tied the knot with a ghost. To jog your memory a little, a British singer-songwriter named Rocker Brocardi had tied the knot with her beloved Eduardo, who happened to be a ghost from the Victorian era. The wedding took place on Halloween 2022.
Was it in a cemetery?
In an abandoned church. And the couple had only been together for 5 months. They first met. They even went on a honeymoon to Berry Island in the Wales. However, it seems like their love story has hit a rough patch, and Bacardi is now seeking a divorce. The woman now desires to end it, but her husband, who is a ghost, is reportedly stalking her. In response, Bacardi is considering bringing in an exorcist to remove him from her life permanently. My mother laughing.
She may have, you know what? I'm not... We laughing. There's a book out there called He Came to Set the Captives Free. And it was about a witch.
Oh, yeah.
And the nurse was a born-again Christian. And she was the reason why she helped this witch get set free, because witch wanted Jesus in her life. So with all that she went through to get this lady free from the witchcraft, because she's a witch. So she does her out-of-body thing where her spirit leaves her body. She can do that. A lot of people can. And other witches would do that. And I remember the nurse was saying, as she was going through this woman's deliverance, there was demonic spirits coming in. And she thought that they were demons. And they would bother her, and the witch trying to keep her from getting, set free. And she was like, Holy Spirit, Father, you told me if I say the blood of Jesus and whatever your scriptures I quote, that these demonic forces will flee because they're afraid of you and the power that you've given us as believers. And the Holy Spirit had to tell her, those are not demons.
Yeah,
those are human spirits. So I don't know who she married to. She could be married to a human spirit. She could be married to a demon.
Well, it says, however,
but she can really be married.
However, her husband did not take the matter seriously and intensified his negative behavior, causing her immense distress. Brocardi has accused him of haunting her with sounds of crying baby. The ceremony had an open invitation to the living and the dead. That was her marriage. Which saw and guess who showed up?
Who?
Marilyn Monroe, Elvis, Henry VIII arrived. They came to her wedding. How many people could have Marilyn Monroe and Elvis at their wedding?
For real or for
at her wedding?
Or the spirits of them?
The spirits of them. The ghost showed up. Ooh. Did they bring a gift? If they didn't bring a gift,
why would they bring a gift?
They coming to a wedding.
Them being there is a gift.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
According to reports, on the wedding day, the ghostly husband allegedly made an inappropriate remark about Marilyn Monroe's appearance, which ruined the evening. Now, Marilyn Monroe shows up at his wedding and he decides to make an inappropriate remark about her. She should have done right then and there. He wasn't the right ghost.
Wasn't the right man to be with.
Ghost.
I'm sorry. Ghost.
Furthermore, the honeymoon wasn't even better, it said. She claimed to have been covered in sand and ice cream after her husband attempted to become intimate with her on the beach, leaving her looking like a scuffle with a giant seagull. Like she had scuffled. This man is a menace. This ghost is a menace.
She divorced him. Remember when you was in college?
She deserves to divorce him.
Remember when you were in college and you said that one girl that was in your room?
Yeah.
Didn't she say she would see things coming to talk with?
Yeah.
Bother her. So this woman is sincerely probably saying, I need to not be with this man anymore. And he's a ghost.
I think she needs to divorce him. Mm-hmm. He's not Casper the friendly ghost. He's not a friendly.
They call me Casper.
He's not a friendly ghost.
Not the friendly ghost.
He's a mean ghost.
But the Holy Ghost.
And she needs to get rid of him.
Big, I'm here.
If you're gonna be a ghost, and you're gonna show up, at least be a nice ghost.
Casper, the friendly ghost, the friendly ghost, you know. Casper was a friendly ghost.
Not only are you gonna haunt me, but then you're gonna also make me feel bad and all this other stuff.
Did y'all listen to Bootsy Collins? Because he called him,
whatever.
They call him Casper, not the friendly ghost, but the Holy
Emerald
Ghost.
says, I heard Scooby's laughing out loud. Emerald says, oh wow, she needs medication and some mental health.
I'm telling y'all she could be married to a ghost.
It don't matter. She need to get rid of him.
Whether y'all think she mental or not,
she is mental.
She needs somebody to come in there. The prayer warriors, remember back in the day?
Either one. She needs an exorcist.
Get rid of that man.
But she just said that.
That ghost man.
She said she needs an exorcist to come in and get rid of him.
That?
Yeah, you didn't read. I read that.
I didn't hear that part.
Because you singing stupid George Clinton.
That wasn't George Clinton.
Who was that?
That was Bootsy Collins.
Oh, Bootsy Collins.
Yeah.
Well, she said she needs an exorcist to get rid of him.
She can get some of the praying sisters, the praying mothers. They used to come in with their
and she was. I watched the video. She was on the news, being interviewed in London, and the man said they were talking about it, and she said, "Well, he's here. He's not happy about what you're saying. He doesn't like what you're saying." And the man was laughing, the British man, and he was like, Well, if he's, in other words, he's not a friendly guy. He's not. I'm saying that y'all should divorce. And she's saying he's saying he don't want to get a divorce, and you making it sound like we should get one.
Now she's realizing she should.
He's mean.
He's a mean ghost. She needs to be married to a good ghost.
You had Marilyn Monroe and Elvis Presley at your wedding, and he's making inappropriate remarks about Marilyn Monroe.
He's not a nice ghost. She didn't hooked up with the wrong ghost.
And your wedding night wasn't any better.
Y'all probably like, what they talking about? What is Lenore and Kim talking about?
Charlemagne the God gave her donkey of the day.
I'm just saying that there could be some truth to this, whether we like it or not. Whether
you
we
saying truth is probably being a spirit.
I'm thinking she is really married to a ghost.
Yeah.
And he's not a nice ghost.
Yeah.
So
all right. And I'm saying she's a nut
and she
job.
needs an exorcist.
Either way, she needs an exorcist.
Yeah.
Even if she has a mental problem, an exorcist will make her think that it's gone.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And if it's a real spirit, an exorcist will make it go.
How many people did Jesus touch that was acting like lunatics? And the demons was even scared. Oh, you gonna cast this out before
Emerald said, was there anyone alive at the wedding? Yes. She said it was open to the dead and the alive.
So there were some live people there aside from Marilyn Monroe's spirit and Elvis Presley.
I'm sure it was other spirits, but they're not famous. So they don't get mentioned. And can you imagine you a spirit and you show up and you don't even get mentioned? The fact that I showed up because I'm not Marilyn Monroe and Elvis Presley, I don't get mentioned.
Mm-mm. You're not important.
Mention me. I was there too.
No, you're not important. You're not famous.
When you were alive, you wasn't famous. And so there's a hierarchy even when I die.
Thank you.
Dang, you don't get a break.
But that's a good book, y'all. Go read it.
Scooby-Doo says she better go get the Knights Templar.
What's that?
I don't know. What is that?
What's the Knights Templar?
Let's see. What is that?
Is that some kind of a voodoo thing or something?
What's the Knights?
But he came to set the captives free. That's a good book. That'll open your mind spiritually.
The Templar Knights, in their distinction, white mantles with red cross, were among the most skilled fighting units of the Crusades. Oh, so they was part of the Crusades. Oh, wow. It says in modern works, the Templars generally are portrayed as villains, representatives of evil secret society, or as the keepers of a long lost treasure. Several modern organizations also claim heritage from the medieval Templars as a way of enhancing their own image or mystique.
So they're spirits.
They're distinctive white mantles with they're among the most skilled fighting units. Okay. They were prominent in Christian finance combatant members who made up much of 90% of the members. So they're Christians who fight, probably like knights back in the day.
So they physical though.
They probably physical and spiritual.
Oh,
they probably both. Yeah. Emerald says, I can believe that sane, alive people attended.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, y'all.
Yeah, we didn't went off into some that people.
So that was it.
Don't talk about that.
So don't forget to pick up our book, 100 Family-Friendly Jokes. The description is, the link is in the description. It's also on Amazon. Don't forget to like, comment. And subscribe. Always
like they're commenting now, right?
Yeah, always believe. And that was
that believe probably needs to be stressed.
Scooby-Doo says the book is funny. Oh, thank you, Scooby. We're working on volume 2. And that was another Woods Report. See y'all later.